Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We are back again, and it's time for the Tuesday Banger. That's a lot, y'all. It's time for the Tuesday Banger. It's time for the Tuesday Banger, y'all. That's a lot, and I got one. I keep a banger at all times. But like I always say before I start these videos off, man, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working, everybody that's out there with a 9 to 5, everybody that's out there with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to watch in the mornings, man. I promise y'all there's no problem on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I only ask for one thing in the process, though, and that's for y'all to just stay out the way, man. I just want y'all to love y'all life more than you love your block, more than you love your team, anybody you're gonna put before your family. I want you to love yourself and your family more than those people, man, because those are the people that's gonna be by your side when you get locked up. Then you're gonna have to call them. The same people that were telling you to stay out the way, those are the people you're gonna have to call, because these are the only people that's gonna answer the phone for you. And I'm being honest with you about that, man. It's no knock to nobody else, man, but it ain't no loyalty out there on the streets, man. If you expecting somebody you was running around with to be holding you down, it's not gonna happen. The only person that's gonna hold you down is the family that was telling you to stay out the way. Those are gonna be the only people that's gonna answer your phone calls, put money on your books, try to get you a lawyer, try to get you a bond. These are gonna be the only people. But these are the people that you're not putting first, though, man. Turn your whole life around, try to just stay out the way, man, and put those people first, put yourself first, and maybe you can make the right decision by staying out the way. That's all you have to do. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is the Tuesday Banger. So what I need y'all to do this. Like, shit, let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. Time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Went From the Top to the Bottom. Part 1. Crazy story, crazy situation. But we are aware, people. We in penitentiary, man, where crazy things happen all the time. And I'm telling y'all, man, like I have seen some of the craziest things. I have seen some of the craziest transformations. I have seen some of the craziest stuff from people that you would never guess. You would never be able to see or even just imagine in your brain some of the stuff that you will witness in prison, man. It happens like that in there, man. I seen people go from here to here. I seen all type of ways from it, man. I seen it happen a lot of times. I'm being honest with y'all, man. Like, you know, usually in those situations, it's not always violence. It can get to being violent, but it's a situation from somebody starting from here and going there. But a lot of times it ain't about just falling off about what you was doing, starting from the top then the bottom, man. Like, y'all just gonna have to watch a story though, man. But with that being said though, we on Susses 2 for this, y'all. We on Susses 2. And I can remember being in 4D for this one, man. Me in 4D for this one, man. This is kind of like right before they moved us to 3 building, man. Like, you know, I was the first block in Susses 2, man, that actually went to 3D. I was the very first block. It was my block. I was one of the first people that they actually made a population pod in segregation for, man. They put us over there, man. So like, it was a lot of people that be saying that they was in 3D and all this, man, all this nonsense. And I don't know these guys because I was the originator of 3D, man. Ask anybody, man. I was in that block before anybody, man. So like, I don't be trying to hear that when it comes to my 3D stories, man. But we in 4D in the beginning though, because this is where we was at before they made us move over to 3D. But like, being in 4D, it was getting to the point where they just started locking up a lot of people. Like a lot of the red teams went to the hole. A few of my dudes from the town, from Norfolk, went to the hole, man. Like, it was just people being locked up for all type of sorts of stuff, man. So it was like 4 building was still the building. It was still a good building to be at, man. But it was just like, it was a major transformation on how things was happening, man, as far as the administration, how they was coming at the inmates. So like, we seen a lot of good men get locked up, dudes leaving the block, and the block was changing up, it was flipping over and all of this stuff, man. So like, we didn't really know like what to do with this whole situation, man. Like, out of everybody in there that was getting to the money or was trying to get to the money or running plays, like it was only a few of them left, man. Like it was, everybody was going down. Yeah, you can blame it on the investigator that I be telling y'all about that was going bananas in there. You can blame it on him, but it was just like just crazy circumstances, man. Like a lot of people can't stop doing narcotics. So like, you know, when they come and tell you put it in a cup, that be a lot of people downfall. But people already be willing to take that risk, man, just for they can, you know what I mean, mess with the la or mess with whatever they like. So out of everybody that was left still in our building, so out of everybody that was left still in our pod, the one person that I knew that was a lot to come through, man, homeboy. The one person that I knew that was gonna come through was my homeboy. Now, I'm not gonna say where my homeboy was from though. I ain't gonna lie, man, but we gonna call him Mo. I'm not gonna say where my homeboy was from, man, but we gonna call him Mo. Now, Mo was a cool dude. Mo was one of those dudes that, you know, always wanted to have a situation, always wanted to have his own situation, but like he never could make it happen from the times when I knew him when we was in 2 building. Like, you know, he was somebody that, you know, always try to put something together to buy something like I would do, you know what I mean? Wait on his moment, but like I never seen a moment out of him since we've been there. He just was somebody that was just trying to get on. I never witnessed him really have any motion all the way up until I had moved in 4D. And when I moved in 4D, he was in a cell with this dude named Greg. Now, the dude named Greg was kind of like a tall dude. He wasn't really like a dude that was scary or act like tough or nothing like that. Greg was a normal guy. Now, he was older than us because he was already in his 30s. Now, my homeboy Mo, he was like in his late 20s. He was older than me, but I was younger than both of them. But I used to mess with Mo because I met Mo from 2 building. I know Mo from 2 building. We slept in the cell right beside each other, man. I was in cell 28, they was in cell 29, so we was next door neighbors. So I already knew him, already had a rapport with Mo, man. And when I got over there, man, Mo had the motion. His roommate was going over to get the pot. Now, his roommate Greg, he was one of those dudes that kind of like kept it on the low. He didn't want everybody in his business, yo, he's the guy going to the vision room getting the pot. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing like that. Now, when I first moved over there, like, I didn't know he was getting the pack. I didn't know him and Greg was getting the pack. I didn't know Mo and Greg was getting the pack. But when I first moved over there, Mo had told me, he was like, yo, look, you know, we be getting on every weekend. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, we be getting on, bro. We be going to get the la sometimes, the D block. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, him and his roommate get into the bag. So, you know, I looked at his roommate, you know, he was older than us. And I'm like, yo, he got experience, so he trying to get to the money. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I be with anybody that's trying to get money. I'm with that type of play. So when he broke down that whole move that they was getting to the money and all this, I was like, yo, that's what's up. So he was like, when his roommate Greg over Saturday, he gonna holler at me. So I'm like, oh, your roommate? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, you struck like that? He was like, yeah. So I was like, finally, bro, you been chasing the motion forever, game. I said, bro, you been chasing forever, bro. Like, you funny? He was like, yeah, bro. He was like, man, they ain't been messing with us, bro. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, for real, that's what's up, man. I was like, a lot of dudes been going down. You know what I mean? So now I done got like super situated into 4D. I done been in there a couple months now. They been the ones that been in there getting to that money. You know what I mean? People been going down, but Greg and his roommate, they been the major factors in there getting to that bag, y'all. So boom. Now, with me being next door neighbors to him, that made it easy for me to make plays. He used to look out for me anyway, because when we met each other in 2 building, we ended up going to the hole. We was in the hole together, and then my man sent me some la and I looked out for him, sent him a couple sticks. You know, like I played fair, so like he already knew the count. I already knew he was gonna play fair with me. So when I was over there for my first Saturday, when it came around, I seen the dude Greg on the VI, man. Like I said, Greg was one of those intimidating looking dudes. He had one of the good fros, man. Like he had a fro. It wasn't huge, but like it was like you could tell like he was mixed with Spanish or something. Like I don't know, like not really like super crazy mixed with it, but like his fro just didn't look like a regular black dude fro. It had waves in it kind of fro, you know what I mean? So like he had the good hair, so he was going over to the VI. So when I seen him go over to the VI, I seen how the dude Mo was looking all happy. Mo was kind of like super happy about it. Mo was a kind of a short dude too. Excuse me on that, y'all. Short dude, brown skin, probably about a little smaller than me. He was a stocky dude, kind of chubby a little bit too, but a little smaller than me. But I seen how happy he was watching his roommate go to the VI. Like usually when dudes see they peoples or somebody that they know going to the VI, they be in good moods, they be in good spirits. So that's how Mo was the whole time. So he came over and sat where I was sitting at the table, and he started hollering at me, and me and him started kicking it. And I felt like it was a right time for me to ask this question, because y'all already know I'm a maniac. Y'all already know how I am. So I already know he gonna play fair. So he started talking like, yeah, as soon as bro get back, you a lot. I'm gonna do this, and you wanna spend some money, you a lot. I got you. So I'm like, all right, look, that's all fine and dandy though, bro. But I'm like, let me ask you a question. He like, what? I was like, yo, bro, how you coming back through the border with that stuff though, bro? He was like, he did a little smile like that. I was like, yeah, bro, how you coming back from the VI? He was like, oh, he do the balloons, Weezy, he do the balloons. You know, we we don't be messing with that. We don't mess with dudes. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, because you know, like if it's going in the if it's going in that junk, bro, like, you know, I don't get jiggy with that though. I'm just letting you know. He was like, nah, it's anybody. Da, 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 da. So like, I already had asked a few people. The dudes were like, yo, like they don't really know. A lot of dudes were like, they don't really know because when he come back from the VI, my main man had told me like, yo, when the dude Greg be coming back, you know what I mean? He'll go straight in the cell 29, he'll go straight upstairs, go right in the cell with the cut up, and bro will come out. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I guess, you know, like, you know, dudes, if dude is doing the swallow game, you know what I mean? He got to throw that stuff up. He might need some privacy. He got to throw the cut up. So I understand, but I'm going to give bro the benefit of the doubt the whole play because I rock with Mo, you know what I mean? So when Mo told me everything was straight, the balloon game, I had nothing else to say because I rock with bro. So the dude, Greg, he was one of those dudes that go to the VI and he don't even stay that long. He wasn't even staying that long. He went over there for like 30 minutes. He come straight back, came straight up the steps, went in the room, threw the cut up, and came out after it was done. When he came out after it was done, man, I looked over at Mo. Mo gave me the look like, you know what I mean? I was like, that's what's up. So I walked back up the steps. You know, they cell right next to mine. As I'm walking up the steps, Mo coming towards my cell. So when I walk to my door, he just like, go ahead in. I'm coming behind you. So he come in. I walk in, I turn around. He like, yo, here, bro. Put something in my hand. I was like, what's this? He was like, ain't no but a spoon. You know what I mean? It's for the house, but if you want to look out. And he was like, but if you want to spend some money, you know I'm going to play fair. I was like, all right, that's what's up, bro. I was like, it's some good? He was like, yeah, it's always good. It's always good. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. I dapped him up and he dipped out, y'all. So boom. When he left, I opened the paper up. I looked at it. It was a nice size spoon. It wasn't nothing, you know, like you're going to, wow, this is a huge joint, but it's free. You know what I mean? So bro threw me for free. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's probably like 5 feces in that joint. So I'm like, that's what's up. So I stayed in the cell and I went up. I messed with the la-la by myself because my roommate didn't mess with it. So I hit the la-la by myself. And I came out after that. I came out with the headphones. I was super lit. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I was lit. I was dumb lit after I finished hitting that feces. So I come down the steps with headphones on, y'all. I'm lit. I come down the steps. I'm like, man, I'm lit. I'm like, this jump crazy, man. I'm banging that we are the streets, the lots game. You know what I mean? I'm banging that jump. So come down, just in the pod, you know, just watching the pod. Everybody in there lit now. Everybody chasing dudes from the other pod, chasing dudes at the hallway door, chasing everybody chasing. Because that's what happens when a la in the pod. I look over at Mo. Mo is the one that's handling the business. Greg isn't handling the business. Greg is in the cut. Greg on the phone. You know what I mean? He acting real normal. You know what I mean? Like everything was straight. So like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, dude was straight, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, you know, coming in the pod and seeing a dude got the economy on smash like this, like, you know, like, I was happy to come into a pod where I can get access to the lala. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man, because the next day I had went to bro and told bro I had $50 and bro threw me 5 spoon game, y'all. So boom. So I went on and loaded up. Pause. I went on and loaded up, man, and got a decent amount of the lala if I can be straight, because that's how I be carrying it. So I'm gonna lay low. And then I'm going to sell what I want to sell. And then I'm going to mess with the la-la however I want to mess with the la-la. And that's just how it's going to go down. So I'm chilling, man. You know what I mean? My next door neighbor got it. I got it. So me and my roommate ain't doing nothing but chilling. I'm in that joint dolo, taking jumps to the head game, pause. I'm in that joint relaxing. Everything is good when you got the la-la. So the main thing about that was keeping bro and them safe was that, you know, they didn't really mess with the la-la like that. You know, I think the dude Mo used to mess with the D-block, because when he told me he was getting the D-block, that, you know, that I didn't even ask him that day to day got the la-la, didn't get the D-block, but I started noticing a little bit of, like, you know, how he was moving and stuff like that. And you can tell when somebody off the D-block, like, when you do a lot of shit out of the blue scratching, you know what I mean? Like, you know, these dudes that I'm talking about, they're not really fully dope heads. Like, you know, they are regular people that just toot their nose with the jank. They ain't in the jank spiking the jank with the needle shot. You know what I mean? Like, so a lot of people in penitentiary do that dog food, y'all. They do the D-block. So, like, I couldn't really tell that Mo was messing with that joint, but I saw a little bit of little sign effects that he was showing. So I was assuming that's probably what he had. But at the end of the day, they never really got tangled up for no P-test. You know what I mean? Because they didn't really mess with no la-la. So the dude Greg's birthday was coming around, you know what I mean? So my man Bo had told me that they had got the dude to make some wine, and it was coming up for dude's birthday that was falling on a Friday. It was coming up for Greg's birthday, which was falling on a Friday. So he was like, man, look, bro, like, I know you don't mess with the wine, but like, you can come in, you know what I mean? We can get lit, bro, off the feces, you know what I mean? Like, we chilling, bro, we gonna make some food, He was telling me about the whole party that they was preparing to have for the dude Greg. So I was like, all right, that's a bet. I was like, I ain't worried about no food. I was like, oh, you know what I mean? You know I mess with the drinks. Because on Sunsets 2, I didn't mess with the drinks. Like, I I didn't like how dudes made it on Susses, like all that stuff swimming in it. They didn't strain their wine on Susses like Lawrenceville is way more professional with the wine game. So that's when I started messing with it. I was like, nah, though, bro, I'll come in, match a feezy or whatever the case, man. Everybody going up, whatever the case, I'll come do that. He was like, all right, that's what's up. We're gonna do it at the count. So count clear, you know what I mean? This is the right before lunch count. So we come out, I go straight to bro sale. So when I go on bro sale, like this was the first time I actually really witnessed the dude Greg talk. You know what I mean? Like I never really heard him talk. I never really heard, like, he would talk to people, but like me and him never had conversations like that in the beginning. You know what I mean? I never really heard him talk. So when I come in the joint, he was sitting on the bed. You know what I mean? He was sitting on bro bed because bro was on the bottom bunk. So it's another dude in there that they mock with from their city. You know what I mean? He's sitting on the bench. And then it was another dude in there from their city that was sitting on the bed next to him. Mo was standing up where I was at. I went on the set on the toilet right there. Like as soon as you come in the door, I went on the set right there. They had a little cardboard jump covering the toilet. I went on the set on that jump. So I'm sitting right there. I start rolling up. So as I'm twisting up, all I hear is the dude Greg like, man, I can't believe I'm about to be 35, man. That's how his voice sounded like. I promise you, I never would have guessed his voice to sound like that. That man said, I can't believe I'm about to be 35, man. About to be 35? It's crazy. I'm about to be 35. I was like, continue rolling up, but like, you know what I mean? I was crazy. He was like, yeah, man, like being old is crazy. Then his homeboy that was in there, he stood up. He was like, yeah, man, he getting up there, man, he getting up there, Greg. Greg stood up, tall dude. I was like, man, he is tall. He stood up. He was like, man, 35. I don't feel like 35. Yeah, I don't feel nothing like I'm about to be 35. I'm still look young. He looked over at his homeboy. He was like, I look young. Do I still look young? What you think? If you had to rate me, do I still look like a freaking nice, handsome species right now? And I'm looking at him like, did this man just say a nice, handsome species right now? I'm just like, I'm still rolling on. Like, I look over at Mo. Mo ain't paying no attention. Like, he's like, what you think? If you had to rate me, he stood up. He did like a sideways pose. He was like, come on, what you think? The dude was like, stood up. He was like, man, come on, man. Like, you want me to rate you for real? He was like, yeah, come on, do it, man. Look, what do you think, man? I could be a statue right now. Look at this, man. They can draw me right now, man. He was just standing there like, and I didn't know that he was a conceited guy like this because I never really talked to the guy like, but you in a room full of dudes and you talking about you acting like you God's gifted woman in front of us. What are you trying to prove, my guy? So boom. I didn't understand that, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't understand it and I didn't like it. So I twisted up, boom. I was like, start looking around. Put the la back in my pocket. I'm like, they still over there going through that song and dance. I'm like, they y'all click me. I was like, I went under that jank a little bit, y'all. Pause. I was like, he don't shake, round and roll. That was for the friend. Then I looked at Greg. I was like, I played it off. He looked my direction. I was like, I was like, possibility of his past. I was like, I got a trick for this joint right here. I was like, because I don't know what's going on. Like, I rock with Mo, but at the same time, though, man, you got to be super careful in prison, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, because dudes be secret shake, rattling, and rollers. Now, it's probably so many people that have lied about shake, rattling, and rolling, and I have accidentally hit their feezy. Pause. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, like, that's prison. You out here with people in the free world that y'all letting hitting y'all blunt, and they probably shake, rattling, and rollers, man. So at the end of the day, we would never know this information until you catch them with this information, man. So, like, I didn't want to just, like, be like, this man is a shake, rattling, roller, because my joint said, my scan said possibility in his past, but it said it twice. So by him saying it twice, I was a little scared. I didn't know, so I like the feezy. I got 5 spoons, y'all. I'm not tripping on no lala. I'm being honest with y'all. Like, I just came just to show love to Mo. And I'm thinking that the dude Greg gonna be alright, but like, he over here acting like a male model game, y'all. So boom, I hit the feezy. I'm like, so we all talking, everybody here talking about the basketball game that was on the other night. Everybody talking, yeah. I'm like this, yeah, that jump was good. Man, that joint was good, man. That joint was good. I look over at Mo. Mo lighting the joint. Mo letting that joint go around. So that joint going around. I still got my joint. Another dude lit the joint, and that joint went around. So it's 3 feces in the room. They all going around. I'm like, yeah, man. That joint crazy, man. Everybody like, yeah. I see Mo pass off to Greg. He like, yeah, that joint wild. You know what I mean? So Greg get the joint. He hitting the joint. Then the other dude get the joint. When I looked over at Greg hitting the joint, I'm like, I thought he didn't hit the la-la. I was like, I mean, like, that's why, you know, like, when they said when I did the scan game, like, I wasn't passing the feezy, but still with the other dude, I didn't know what's going on, you know what I mean? So I'm just hitting the joint, I'm like, man, that joint said maybe in his past, though, man. I was like, he hitting the joint, he passed the joint to somebody else. That joint came around, so it's getting closer. Both feces are coming to me, and I still got my feezy in my hand. I haven't passed it yet. So I'm like, that joint got almost down to a quarter of a half. It got down to almost a quarter of the half of the feces. And the feces probably be about this long. Pause. Man, I promise you, man, that joint got down there. I seen the feces coming. I was like, I did a mean cough, yo. I was like, they was like, you all right, Weez? I was like, yeah. I was like, man, I've been hitting the la-la all day. Did y'all came around, dude? I see the smoke in my face. Joe was like, yo, Mo was like, yo, he love feces. I was like, oh, I'm good. yeah, bro. I passed it to Mo. I passed on my piece. I was like, yeah, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm high, bro. I'm high. He was like, man, you were lightweight, Weezy. I'm like, man, I'm high, man. I'm high, man. I promise you, man. I was able to duck them feces, y'all. So boom, my feces came back around. I was like, no, bro, I'm good. Good, bro. I feel like I lost my voice choking. I had to lie and everything. So I made it out of that junk, man, unscathed game. Like, I got up out there. Cell break came. I skedaddled, man, because, like, I just wasn't feeling right after hearing bro's voice. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I already know how I am. Now, I ain't accuse him of nothing, but it just wasn't feeling right, man. So I'm just like, this junk, wow. You know what I mean? So they did their little party. They came downstairs. They ate good. Everybody was chilling. You know what I mean? It was a great situation going on. I was looking over at Mo. You know, like, it was a Richmond dude in there getting to the bag, too. You know what I mean? It was a few dudes. It was dudes before them that was getting to the bag, and they went to the hole. But, like, it was a Richmond dude and them. They was the only 2 dudes that was getting to the bag. And I could tell that Mo, you know what I mean? Like, you know, finally getting his motion. Like, you can just tell in his swag that he was feeling good. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I was happy for him. But I'm just funny about, like, just hitting feces behind people, put all pause. Like, and I wasn't accusing nobody of nothing. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? So, like, I gotta be careful with that. I'm always careful with that. Ask anybody. People just gotta understand that's just how I move. You know what I mean? There's no disrespect intended. Like, even out here, I don't want to hit everybody joint. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's just how it is. So, like, after they was having a party, man, like, they partied the whole night. You know, people partied the whole night. After they ate their food, they went back in the cell, got lit again. Then they opened the drinks up. We came back out that night. Then they was out there drinking the wine. Everybody got a cup, knocking the wine down. Then they went back and hit some more feces, and it was lit. And then I seen Mo. Mo came out hitting the black and mild. Mo was hitting the black and mild. He walked out. He seen me. He was like, yo, hey, Weezy, man, I'm lit. I was like, bro, you look lit, bro. He was like, man, no, bro. I'm super lit, bro. We been lit since earlier today. I said, bro, I know it, bro. You know what I mean? I said, bro, I ain't gonna lie, though, man. I said, bro, you talked about finding yourself on Sussex, too, man. I said, you definitely found yourself by getting to this money now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, I know, bro. He was like, man, for real, just fell in my lap. Like, he just became my roommate one day, you know what I mean? He just came on the compound, you know what I mean? He bro bring the pot. He was like, he gonna let me sell it. That's what it be. I look out, he look out for me, I look out for him. Everything straight. I'm like, man, that's crazy, bro. He was like, yeah, I know. So he just talking, he sounded all happy and stuff. Like, I just had to make sure though, you know what I mean? Cause bro, my man, you know what I mean? But he was the only one that didn't get scanned. So as he had a conversation, y'all like, about to scan him again, and I was like, on the strength of my man, I'm gonna let it go, y'all. So boom, I moved on in my life. We kept having a conversation that was over with, man. So the night was a wrap. Man. You know what I mean? That was a fresh Friday. They partied Saturday. They partied Sunday. They partied the whole weekend, man. But this is what you do when you get money in penitentiary. You going to party. I promise y'all, man. Monday rolled around. Monday hit, man. We in the cell chilling. We go to breakfast. We come back from breakfast. We come back from breakfast, man. We in the cell. We supposed to be locked down for a little bit of time. We in that joint, man. I promise you, man. Somebody was like, somebody hit the police noise super loud. They was like, yo, the police about to come in the park. I get up fast. I run to the door. I look, y'all. Man, that's the investigator and the sergeants coming in the joint. This is my word. They come in the joint. They stood at the booth for a second. Then they went on their walkie-talkie. Next thing you know, you just heard the doors open up. And when the doors would open up, you were saying, come on, step out here, step out here. Put your clothes on, get your ID, and step out here. So they would tell the niggas to come out, and they wouldn't even get no chance to drink no water. I already knew what it was. It was that piss test. Man, I went and hopped my ass in the bed, put the blanket over my damn head. I was praying to God, please, God, don't let this man open my goddamn door. This man went everywhere. He came, this man was opening up the bottom tier crazy. He got like 10 sales on the bottom. He finally came on the top tier, started opening up doors. I heard next door open up, next door open up. I was like, oh shit, God damn it. He skipped my door. God, I was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. I could finally get up and look. It's all them niggas down there, all them niggas down there. Now I'm standing at the door. I look up and see Mo and goddamn nigga Greg walking past. They walking past the sale. I'm like, oh, they pissing Greg and Mo. So this nigga Greg, when he mess with the Lala, now he about to, now his first time messing with the Lala like that kind of. Now he about to have to put it in the cup, man. This shit was crazy, man. But that's how police that nigga is, that fucking investigator. That nigga's the fucking cops. Long story short, he pissed all them niggas, man. Them niggas said they ain't had time to drink no water. They took them niggas to the gym, made them put their dick in the cup, pause. Pissed them niggas, man. Them niggas come back. Them niggas sick. Everybody sick because they know it's over. Everybody be knowing it's over that night. The property officer will come the next day and pack your dumb ass up, but everybody be knowing it's over. Next day roll around, Tuesday roll around. I promise you, man. Property officer came in this bitch with so many goddamn boxes. Man, that shit was fucking crazy, man. I looked up. Greg name was the first name on the goddamn box, y'all.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.